Peter Parker and J. Jonah Jameson have had themselves a rocky road of a relationship, but when the Christmas season hits, is all of that about to change? Well, let's hop into the pages of The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 11 and find out for ourselves, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, it's the holiday season in New York City. Hey, kinda like how it's the holiday season in the real world as I sit and record this video. Funny how that happens. Snow is falling, children are smiling, and J. Jonah Jameson is yelling about things. Well, it's not your normal yelling about things, usually about how much he hates Spider-Man in that oh-so-relatable Alex Jones meets Bill O'Reilly but on speed affect. Oh no, this year he's yelling about how much he loves Spider-Man. Why? Because for the first time ever, he's actually in on the secret that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. This revelation, of course, took place in an issue of Chip Zdarsky's Spider-Man in a truly great one-shot, and I feel a lot of people missed that one because they always act surprised when I mention Jonah knows who Spider-Man is. It would seem, though, that Jameson's audience of paranoid shut-ins isn't actually liking this kinder, gentler JJ, and because of that, his ratings are taking a hit. One person who does seem to like the new direction of the show is Wilson Fisk, the once-and-future kingpin of crime, as well as the current mayor of New York City. He wants to honor Jameson with a special award at City Hall on the condition that his best friend Spider-Man will be there to help hand the award off. And I mean, really, what better way to try and help legitimize a controversial mayoral reign than with some glowing celebrity endorsements? I'm sure Kanye will be lining up next to sing the Kingpin's praises. Now, speaking of Spider-Man, he's in the middle of the Christmas rush right now. He has to stop the hippo from stealing a shipment of valuable Christmas toys. FYI, they're plush Galactuses, and here I thought they'd be Tsum Tsums. Remember Tsum Tsums? Marvel was way in on Tsum Tsums. Eventually, though, Peter does find his way to Christmas dinner with the Robertson family. Robbie feels bad about having to let him go the way he did, but they still remain friends. We also find out this issue that Robbie and Jonah haven't talked too much since Jonah left the paper. He feels that in the back of his mind, the old man might still very well blame him for having to take control of the place, and now with the whole print media being on its last legs thing, no one's really happy. Why, Robbie even opines on how one of the Bugle's biggest problems is not being able to keep up with all of this alarmist clickbait titling, you know, the sort of thing that J. Jonah Jameson pretty much invented back in the day. Now, eventually, Spider-Man ends up catching word about Jonah without his permission, volunteering him to give an award at the ceremony, which means the two of them have to have a talk. In a truly wonderful little scene, Jonah manages to be both supportive of Peter Parker and Spider-Man in their efforts to clean up the city while also being a massive jerk at the same time. Why are you getting mad at me, Peter? I'm just trying to repair your image. You know, the image that I worked tirelessly to destroy. I deserve an award for all the hard work I've done for this city. Robbie's a turncoat. He stole my paper even though I asked him to do so, and even though he turned down all of my crime exposés because they were paranoid ramblings, but still, I'm owed, damn it. It's at that point the two squabbling individuals end up getting blindsided by the Enforcers. Well, I should say the Enforcers' clones, because they were brought back to life by the Jackal, but for all intents and purposes, it's the Enforcers. Now, on a normal day, Spider-Man would be able to take these guys out no problem, but he's trying so hard to defend Jonah, who refuses to run away, he ends up getting his bell rung. As we also discover, the Enforcers were only working as muscle for a third party, because as Spider-Man and Jonah end up coming to in a strange building, they are surrounded by a series of supervillains, all of whom have had extensive history with J. Jonah Jameson, including the Scorpion, Matt Gargan, who looks to be leading the pack. And it's on that cliffhanger note right there that the comic comes to a close. So that's Amazing Spider-Man issue number 11, everybody, and overall I enjoyed this issue. It's nice to see Spencer try and explore the new dynamic between Jameson and Peter now that he knows that he's Spider-Man, while also making sure he doesn't lose any of the edge or sourness that made the character so much fun in the first place. It is also nice to hear Peter verbalize that Jameson was, for all intents and purposes, one of his very first villains early on in his career, and to see so much of the bad stuff Jonah has done actually come back to bite him here. Beyond that, this issue was predominantly a lot of setup, but still enjoyable for what it was. Overall, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, and I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you really like what I do, you might want to pick up a Cape Joel shirt. Yes, that's right, I have my own merch store over at TeePublic. Check out for great designs like my little Cape Man, stuff from the comic multiverse, fun stickers, in-jokes, we got it all over at the TeePublic TeePublic store. You can check it out right now. And I will be sure to see you all again next time. Bye-bye.